Hey everyone, it is Mona here at Klatch. Today we're going to make a big resin conversation heart just like this. It looks like candy, but you can't eat it. I have the silicone heart mold, and this is the closest shape that I have to one of the conversation hearts. And I'm going to do Kiss Me, and I'm going to create my own stencil using contact paper. And contact paper is just like, you can find it like in the shelf lining section at like Target or Walmart or any kind of big box store like that. But the thing I have to remember is the stencil needs to be backwards, because this is going to be the front, so when I pull it out I don't want the writing to be backwards. So when I stencil it, I do want it to be backwards. I'm going to take a piece of the contact paper. I'm just going to cut a chunk off. And the sticky part is this clear part on this side. If I cut it out this way, it would come out the right way, and I don't want it that way because I want it to be backwards, so I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take my craft knife, and when it's pressed down, you can see the lettering through here. And I'm just going to very simply cut the letters out with my craft knife. The stencil is all cut out. Now I have to remember, I want to go that way. I trimmed it down to fit into the mold. Okay, I'm going to carefully separate it. And then I am going to place it as close to the middle as I can get. And this sticks just enough to the silicone that I think it'll work pretty well. So I'm just going to kind of burnish it down so that it's stuck on there pretty well. Once it's on there, I'm just going to take a paper towel and some of this paint in a nice bright red. This is nice and thick, so hopefully we won't have to worry about too much running underneath the stencil. And I'm just going to pat it straight up and down. I'm not doing any swirling. I don't want anything to shift on the stencil. Once you get it the way you want it, you want to carefully pull it up. See how it turned out. And I have a couple spots that seem to have pulled up just a little bit. I'm just going to take a very fine brush and fill in anywhere that I think it needs it. I prepared my resin, and I am using the Easy Cast, and I'm doing 6 ounces, which is the most that you want to do at a time of Easy Cast. Now I'm using these pigments, these pigment dyes that are made for the resin, and I'm using white, and I'm going to use just a drop of red because I don't want to go too much red because I want a pink heart. And these are the opaque colors because obviously I want it to be opaque. I don't want it to be transparent. So I'm just looking for a nice pretty pink, and I want it well mixed. And now I'm just going to pour this right into my mold. Now we're going to have some bubbles rising to the top. We're just going to use our lighter. You can use a straw to blow them and pop them that way, or you can just use your lighter to pop them that way. Either or is fine. Now you could leave it like this and just glue a hanger onto the back like I did with the last heart, but I think I'm going to embed this one just to do it. I mixed some more resin to finish off the project, and all I've done is I created a hook with some wire, and normally I would just glue it right to the back of this and then pour some resin on to embed it. However, I want to get this video up tomorrow, so I'm going to try to make this go a little bit quicker. This hasn't fully cured, and I'm afraid that the hook might sink right to the front of the piece, and I would hate that. So I have created a skewer stick with the hook attached to it and taped to it so it won't move. Just to suspend it ever so slightly above the resin, and that way I can pour the other resin on there and it will now embed the hook and we'll be good to go. And I've created as close to the pink as I could. It's a little bit different. And I'm going to pour that right on there. Now that wire is embedded and we'll be able to just hang it without having to do all the extra glue and stuff like that, and it'll give it a neater look on the back. So we're going to let this sit and cure a minimum of 12 hours before we pull it out. This has set overnight. I removed the little hanger I had. Here it is, and there's the back where the hanger is attached and it's embedded, so we're good to go there. So it's kind of a fun decoration in addition to your Valentine's Day decorations. So thank you for liking and commenting on this video. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite Valentine's Day candy is to get, and we will definitely see you next time. Thank you for watching. Happy crafting. We'll definitely see you next time.